this is very different also in many other Asian countries, where maybe when other people see a foreigner, they run away. So I think the Thai culture is especially has a special curiosity for something new, where something new also can for a dialogue. So an openness for a dialogue to learn from each other, but also this event series is very much inspired by the tireless work of His Majesty the King for peace, but not only for his own people, but for the peoples of all the world and the religions of all the world. So this is a very pluralistic approach, and not to think only about yourself, but also about your neighboring countries and about the others. So this is another important aspect, the role of His Majesty the King, why we choose Thailand, and we really hope we can organize these events in his spirit. To build bridges between East and West, we want to have a continuous dialogue process towards a culture of peace. So now half a year until April next year. So they will dance here not only by themselves, but they will dance together for the first time with Thai at the Thailand Cultural Center's main hall. Now they came here to prepare to choose because we don't want to import something just from the Western world. We want to have an exchange. So to meet with many Thai artists to establish a dialogue between Thailand and the West. The events with Marcia Haide and Ismail Ibo and the Thai dancers, and also not being the interpreter today, but very driving for. We have Marcia Haide and Ismail Ibo here performing in Thailand. Without the help of Daimler Chrysler, this can also not be on behalf of Daimler Chrysler. They are sponsoring this event to Mr. Seipel and Ms. Eckstein. She is here also on behalf of the Goethe Institute, are partnering in making this possible. But
that give me the chance to come to the whole world very much when I was with Ballet. But we never came to Thailand, Thai dancers, and to be able to present something. People are so warm from the heart, and not only here in this hotel where it belongs to your tradition, and all in the streets. And I must say that these 5 days I fell in love with Thailand. So I'm very happy to be here and thank all the ones that are responsible for.
I would just reinforce the words of Marcia Haide. And myself coming from Brazil as my adopted country, so I say that I'm not a German, but I'm a Berliner. The blessing of my life, I would say, it's to be accepted in Germany, work in Germany. And before we did already 2 other events, one in Berlin, one in Vienna. In the how you treat people, how you relate to people, and this it's as strange it could sound. I feel very near this sort of the warmth, the human warmth with each other in a sincere way. So it is something very near to where I come from, and I feel already also home. I'm also ready and ready to stay.
This warmth in Brazil, I find that it's a warmth that sometimes you go like this, because it's a bit wild. It comes like this. And here somehow it flows.
It flows.
It flows more. In Brazilian you go and you're going.
But there's also something very interesting, certain reference to this invisible part of life, this bridging. Participate again to the Peace Summit. I said to Marcia and to Uwe Moravec, I would like this time not only to come to perform, but to exchange. So to meet the other Thai that preparing beside of the, as Uwe said, more than 20 Thai dancers. So she's going to be one of the solists as well. So it has a good sense, and basically we are very, very happy to be here.
Your media, I think this is a very important occasion for Thai artists and dancers to develop next January.
And sorry,
I just want to say, each occasion I'm always very happy to work and to dance with Marcia. And she was just saying that the house. And before starting to work and to collaborate with Marcia, I was always ein Bewunder. I was always wonder how much years has been done for dance in general. So I always try to remember the people that was from Stuttgart Ballet that came the most important choreographers we have today in the West. And I always ask Marcia, what you guys were putting in the water? Because they're great choreographers from that place. And now I understand.
Stuttgart thing for my career. I only really made a career because that country gave me the possibility to become. And I think that the Germans from the south of Germany, they are very, very Troy. That city is made of people that love dance, love theater, love opera. And when we had one man that was, I think, the most important man in the band, that was gave the force to the history of opera in Stuttgart, and then when he met Krakow, he pushed the ballet. He wrote, the four of us, we were called initials in Stuttgart. There was Birgit Keil, Richard Prager, Egon Madsen, and myself. We were the four initials, the 4 points of Stuttgart Ballet during Krakow's time. And then when otherwise, for 40 years, there were 4 dancers that were like a circle. And that I think can happen.
But from Brazil, I was already starting my career, starting dance, first based in ethnic dance from Brazil, African Brazilian dance. And then things in the company, first because their dance was not, they were not just dancing. It seemed very, again, magical to see this Alvanelli company dancing. And second Alvanelli, then I got to Habitat under the same umbrella. That's what I call rainbow. That's why different races and colors inside of his company. But I was sad, but the company would just be São Paulo, impossible. I took it as a joke. I said, probably my mother is also there, my grandmother is there. She said,
that's a great opportunity for us to invite our customers to join. It's really, from our side, really nice and...
Are you?
Not yet.
Well,
But you're leaving.
yes, I'm leaving after tomorrow.
And you have already selected people who will be performing in the...
we are still open to find some more dancers.
Wait a minute. Are those the questions you're going to ask? Then don't ask, because otherwise I have to do twice and it's not good, because then it's not spontaneous. Okay?
Okay, first question. You're still looking for people to perform in the performances, right?
Well, yesterday we saw a group, no? We saw a group of 30 dancers, and we were very happy with all of them. We took them. Some of them cannot do it with us because they have problems that they have to be in the school. So until December, Ismail said that it's still open if people want to join us, that
around
you
the
would see
22nd
them.
of December, I'm open to see other dancers which would like to participate in the production.
What are you looking for?
Actually, of course, a previous experience in dance movement,
Yes.
but I'm also interested not only in dance which coming from a classical traditional school, but also more contemporary movers. Even I'm flirting with the idea to include like a hip hop mover. When you do a movement of hip hop in a sort of other type of music, you can get another language, another inspiration. So we are very open to welcome different type of
different
dancers.
types of dancers.
For this event, you are doing it just to bring peace to the world, basically. I mean, what does it feel like to be working with you yourself? You're a Brazilian who
Yeah.
said earlier that you live in Germany,
Right.
and your experience in dance
Yeah.
and ballet,
Yeah.
and now you'll be working with Thai
Yes.
performers,
Yes.
doing a Shakespeare story.
Yes.
It's a mix of cultures.
Well, you know, by dances, we are always a mixture of cultures, because in the Stuttgart Ballet, we had most of the time that I was there, 22 different nationalities. So that means 22 different schools. And we were 60 dancers. And that's our world. Ballet, dance, modern dance or classical dance, it's a world of mixture of nationalities, because I think dancer is already a nationality. To be a dancer is a nationality.
It goes towards
It's a way
a
of being.
universal kind of language, and especially meeting persons and finding other ways of communicate with them. I think dance it sets an example of understanding and respect, and I think this is what we need mostly in the whole world.
Well, the performance will be only once on the 14th of January.
Yes, up to now is only one,
they are
but who
trying
knows,
to-
maybe we can have two, would be wonderful, because
Right.
all this work to do one performance. No?
Well, a lot of people hearing that you will be performing in the performance as well would want to miss the chance. But what can people expect to see there on the day? Apart from you dancing and,
I think they can, I don't know, what can they expect to see? They can expect to see this mixture of Brazilians that come from Germany creating something with Thai dancers and different.
They should expect a rainbow after the tempest.
Right, that's very
That's
good
what
said.
I say. A rainbow, which is already a
Mixture
union
colours,
of colors. So, a rainbow, I would say.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Until April next year. So, and they will dance the Thailand Cultural Center's main hall to establish a dialogue